What's that? We got 20 seconds.
Okay.
Let's go. Already.
I'm going to walk you guys through this.
With no tweet.
Like bullet point at a time. You need to look over this, and you need to like really look over it, because this is not something that you want to like read off of
Or wing.
Or wing this. Okay, like this is the. We don't run many PCs in my organization. That's probably something we could get better at, actually. But there is one time that I sit down with sales reps, and I'll tell you, the summer after, they always remember that meeting. My first tip for you is, if possible, that you do these outside of the office. That's my first tip. I like to do them at like a Starbucks or a Dina DeLuca or a Panera Bread or something like that. Because I think it's good for them to be outside of the four walls of the office, where they feel like it's different. Does that make sense? It's special, it's different. I typically post up in a Starbucks for 10 hours or so, or a Dina DeLuca or something like that. So that's the first thing. I like to do them off campus because I like to feel different. Okay, so later kind of talked about who you should PC. The first thing you need to do is you need to make a target list. Target list. You need to put the person's name and what you think they can sell for the push. It's a good way to get your number for what you want to do for the push. And anyone that has a number of 5K or above next to their name are people that you want to PC. Branches, you guys don't have very many sales reps. You know who you should PC?
Everybody.
Everybody. New DMs. If you only have a handful of reps, you know who you should PC?
Everybody.
Everybody. Everybody on your team should get PC, and the ones that can sell 5K or more are the ones that get this PC. Otherwise, it's something very similar, and it's setting up SC2 push. SC1 push is set up from the podium, right? It's set up from the group. It's set up in a group function, right? Type way. What I mean by that is it's promotion through training. It's promotion through team meetings. SC2 is set up one-on-one with people. That's how you get buy-in. You have got to nail this. Okay? So, the first thing is I would spend some time to build some rapport. That's not written on here, but I would spend 5 minutes or more at the beginning of this building rapport with the sales rep. And use it to kind of not only build rapport, but kind of dissect what they have going on over the next couple weeks, too. How do you feel about the summer? How do you feel about where you are? Tell me about where your goals are. Have you met those goals? What's your income goal for the summer? And before you build Cutco rapport, you want to build outside of Cutco rapport. Right, so I would go outside of Cutco rapport, then I would go some Cutco rapport, and then I would transition into the PC. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this, and I'll tell you that I don't change a single thing with this PC. I do it almost word for word. I've done it word for word since 2012 when we had our first breakout SC2 push. Actually, I've done this. I did it even before that. Kaylee was Kaylee my assistant manager back in 2012? Was that the
2011
time she was with me?
2011. Yeah.
2011 was when Kaylee was there.
Barnett.
Barnett and
Carrie.
Kaylee.
That was Harry and Carrie.
Okay, so that was our first big push, and that's when I first implemented this, and I've done it every year since, and every year we have a great push. So, hey, Josh, I arranged this PC today to talk to you about something really important. I'm assuming at this point you've heard of the SC2 push.
Yeah.
What do you know about SC2 at this point in time?
I mean, people just work harder. I've heard you call it the Cutco Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's about it.
Yeah.
I just think you guys work really hard. And
Josh, you're right. People do work very hard. It's well known to be the Super Bowl of Cutco. Let's just put it to you this way. These 2.5 weeks, are the single most important 2.5 weeks that we have all year. Nothing more important than SC2 push. To give you an idea of just how big this is, last year our office did $1.1 million. $289,000 came during the SC2 push. That's about 25 to 30% of our annual sales come during these 2 weeks.
Wow.
There's nothing more important than this. As a business owner, this is the most important 2 weeks of my year. Period. There's nothing more. As a company, these are the most important 2 weeks of our year. To give you an idea, last summer we did $791,000. $289,000 came for SC2 push, almost 50% of our summer. 40% of our summer sales come during SC2 push. And our business, Josh, let me tell you, this is everything. This is everything. So, first of all, you spend those 4 bullet points. You got to sell that shit. Okay? You got to sell just how important that is. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, our summer is pacing towards an SC2 push the Vector has never seen in our office. Our goal, Josh, is to break the all-time national record. I mean, right now we're currently ranked number 3 in the entire country for the summer, and this push is going to be what puts us into number 1. This push is going to be what determines whether or not we win a second national championship. This push is going to make a difference. This is the deciding factor whether we break the all-time record in North and South Carolina history for the year. This is everything. Nothing more important than this. And as a business owner, as a district manager, it's my job to put together a group of leaders to lead our team through the push. And I'm not just talking about starters, Josh. I'm talking about all-stars to lead our team through the push. Speed of the leader, speed of the pack. This is called the SC2 10K Alliance. We take the best of the best. And the Alliance members average between $10,000 and $20,000 in sales for this competition period. Last year, I organized a group of 20 sales reps. Out of the 20 sales reps, we had, I'll get exact numbers. Out of the 20 sales reps, we had 17 who sold over $10,000 for the push.
Can I pause you there, Bryan?
Yeah.
If you're like new, then how do you what
use your district office?
So the office you came from the year before. Mm-hmm. So last year we had this many kids on.
Exactly. To give you an idea, this group made up over $200,000 of our $289,000. To give you an idea of just how important these people are, they are the Green Berets, they are the Top Gun, they are the Navy SEALs, the Marine Scout snipers of our office, and I take them. And they band together to lead our team through the push. To give you an idea, Josh, last summer, our 10K Alliance averaged making $3,000 to $4,000 in income during these 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. In income. Most of these people won trophies. And a lot of these people went on to win All-American scholarships. Hayes and Harrison both did. Hunter and Connor both finished over 30K, hit the Wall of Champions their first summer. I mean, this is everything. And what you do is you sell the benefits of being on the Alliance. Hard. You know, I'm not going nearly as hard with you guys as I'm going to go with these kids. And I'm going to have numbers. I'm going to have statistics to share with them. Facts. Black and white facts. And I'm going to pour into it. I'm going to make them want to be part of that alliance. I'm saying these people work hard. But I'll tell you, there's no better feeling. I personally, this is my opinion, think that you should sell the benefits of having a 10K push before telling the person that you think they could be a great 10K Alliance member. So if you see the third to last and second to last bullet point, I would switch those.
So after you talk about,
I'd say, Cam, achieving over 10,000 hours. I'll tell you right now, Cam. I know I don't know a lot about you. What I'm about to say is a very bold statement, but I'll tell you, it'll probably be the proudest accomplishment you've had in your entire life. When you're standing on stage in front of a crowd of 1,000 people, holding hardware, knowing that you just did something that 99% of people will never do in your life. When you are able to have that feeling of accomplishment, I'm telling you, Kim, it's gonna be unlike anything you've ever felt in your life. I mean, we're talking about making more income in 2 weeks than you've probably made at your summer job the last couple summers together. And you go off on all this. Guys, when it says money, promotions, experience, pride, confidence, close with the team and staff, personal, professional growth, resume, that's another one I put on there, resume, situational behavioral experience, advancement opportunity, Florida Georgia line. These are all things I'd be adding to the benefits section. And you spend 2 minutes to go off on each one of those things. What I would do is I would list out money and have a couple sales points. Promotions, couple sales points.
like page 5.
Exactly. Experience, couple sales points. Pride, couple sales points. So that and this is rapid fire. And you say, and Flip, I'll tell you, the reason I'm meeting with you is that I think you make a kick-ass Alliance member. And dude, I'll tell you why. Man, you are a leader by example. When you tell me that you're going to do something, I know I can count on you to follow through with it. You're one of the best phone jammers in the office. You have a fantastic attitude. And I know for a fact, Flip, I know for 100% for a fact that your true potential inside of this business has not been met yet. And this is going to be where it does. And then you sell them on how awesome they are as a person, and you build them up like a motherfucker. Okay, you build them up like you've never built anyone up ever in your life. So you sell having a 10K push, and then you sell the Alliance, and you sell those two things harder than you ever sold anything. And then you build their confidence, you build them up more than you've ever built anyone up. And then you say, now, Chris, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you that this is not easy. I mean, it's an 18-day commitment. But I'll tell you, it's just about being committed and working hard. That's what it is. It's not easy. If it was easy, I'd be talking to everybody. I'd be PCing everybody on the team. Am I PCing everybody on the team? No, I'm PCing you and a handful of other people. Because I know that you can do this. I'm going to tell you, you're going to face adversity, Chris. Okay? There's going to be ups and downs. Lots of them. Peaks and valleys. There's going to be a day where you sell 2 ultimate sets back-to-back and then a signature, and then you finish off with a homemaker plus 8. And there's going to be days where you have 2 cancellations and the homemaker or one of the ultimates from yesterday cancels on you. Cancels their order. And then you go no sale, flat tire, cancellation. And I'll tell you, that's the beauty of the push, because it's going to teach you how to handle those things and how to ride that emotional roller coaster. Because I'll tell you, life, that's life. But there's going to be times that you want to quit. You're going to have something crazy happen. God forbid you get in a car accident. It's happened to reps in the past. Harrison Rasnick, Sam Tibbetts, Hal Elrod. You're going to lose your recommendations. You're going to lose your wallet and your cell phone. You're going to get grounded. Someone's going to come down sick in your family. I mean, there's going to be things that happen. Heck, you might have people in your family telling you to quit every single day. Why are you working so hard? Don't worry about it. It's not a big of a deal. Just give up. There's going to be times that you question why you're doing what you're doing. There's going to be times that you hate me, that you hate Cutco, that you want to quit. but you don't understand the kind of pride that you're going to feel at the end of this process. And I do, because I've trained thousands. I've had, I can't even tell you, countless reps who I've trained to do this in the past. And I'll tell you what, I did it as a new sales rep too. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to have lots of ups and downs. It's going to be grueling. But I will tell you this, and then you rebuild it up. When you're standing on stage, let me tell you, Josh, when you are standing on stage as a 10K pusher, all of those things fade. Do you remember the no sales? The crappy days, the cancellations, the reschedules, the phone games? No. The only thing that you remember, and the only thing you will remember for the rest of your life, is that feeling of pride and accomplishment. And I'm going to tell you, Josh, right now, that will stick with you for the rest of your life. This will be something that you look back and you tell your kids about as something that shaped you as a person. You will look back on SC2 Push as a turning point in your life. So yes, it'll be hard. Yes, it'll take commitment. Absolutely. But I'm going to be here to help you and guide you the whole time. I'm going to have your back. I'm going to be here to celebrate with you on the days that you deserve, and I'm going to be here to help you and let you vent on the days where you need. I'm going to be here to motivate you, to inspire you, to teach you, to hold you accountable, and you're going to have your whole alliance behind you too. We're going to do it as a team. No man or woman left behind. Period. Every single one of the people on this alliance will sell between $10,000 and $20,000. God bless you. So
here's the deal. Are you going off this hardcore with something that you can think can only do like $5,000? Like there's a kid, like he's probably not gonna sell 10 freaking K, but you can at least give him a 5. Are you going off this hardcore with him?
Not
really
with
just really thinking, hey.
No, dude. Actually, you know what? I don't like to promote the difficult. I promote the commitment. Not that it's difficult. I say, hey, it takes commitment, but dude, I'm gonna tell you, it's really easy. $10,000. That's one thing that's not in here that I think needs to be. I think what happens a couple years, I realized this a couple years back, what I used to do is I used to scare kids out of being on the alliance. That is not what you want to do. You want to say, yeah, it'll be hard. Yes, there'll be ups and downs. You will face adversity. You will need to be committed for the full 18 days. Absolutely. But I'll tell you right now, it's not that difficult. That's why I have so many people do it. $10,000 over 18 days, dude. That's $600 a day. That's nothing.
I think it's okay to break it down and let them know, hey,
oh, you break it down. You need to break it down and show them how easy it is. So then they feel like it's possible. Right? So I wouldn't even, instead of, if you look at the first page, it's kind of like, it's almost like you want to scare the rep out of how hard it is, the hardest thing you've ever done. I wouldn't go so hard on that if I were you.
Well, staying committed maybe would be the hardest thing you've ever done.
Hey, handling the adversity and waking up the next day with a positive attitude after a crappy day, that might be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life.
Yep, but that's life.
But you know what? That's why you're going to do this. That's why you're doing this. It's not the destination. It's not the 10K at the end. It's the process. It's the journey. It's what you will learn in the process of doing so.
Real quick, Bryan.
Yeah.
Hey guys, real quick, 2 quick things, okay? I ordered like 15 bowls for Chipotle.
Nice.
I ordered sour cream on the side.
Thank you.
There may be stuff in it you don't like.
Hey, thank you.
Well,
No, thank you.
So here's the deal.
No, Larry.
So real quick, I ordered 2 without rice for Bryan and Birch. Okay? So I ordered 2 rice bowls without the rice.
you're a great guy.
Now check this out, guys. I ordered some steaks and chickens, like 8 chickens, 7 steaks, whatever. Here's the deal, real quick. When Bryan's done with this, I've got to run across the street and grab it. We have a lot of people in an interview, which is good. One of them's deaf. Brought an interpreter, so that's going to be interesting. Now, Josh, check this out. When Bryan's done with this, Josh is going to go straight into some recruiting opportunity stuff. Okay? Do not forget, because we're going into sales, guys, how important the next few weeks training is. We're going to have our biggest trainings probably the next 2 weeks.
Woo!
Dude, I have people set the training right now that did all last week.
Yeah.
I'm so
So
jacked.
guys, don't underestimate how important the efficiency is. Josh will do that. I'll come back and eat.
740.
I'll come back and eat real quick. That's cool. I'll come back and eat, and then what we'll do is, Bryan. Okay, I'll come back and eat, and then we'll go through more sales stuff. Okay. So here's the deal. Chris, I want to address this point real quick because you just said if you know they couldn't sell 10 grand.
Yeah.
Guys, look at this. If you get them to complete 20 demos week 1, which is the biggest push of the year, 20 week 2, and then 5 a day the last 3 days, that's completing 55 demos. If they sell 70%, which isn't great but not bad, 70%. Do you know what 70% of 55 is?
45.
Just over 38. Just over 38. 70% of 50 is 35. It's just over 38. If they have an average order of basically 260, somebody do that real quick. What's 38 times 260?
Do that, Larry.
Should just be over 10 grand.
3 times 260 is 840. 8
Should be about
times
10,200,
260.
10,400, something like that.
8 times 260 is 22.
Josh, Cody, somebody's doing it, right?
10.6.
10-4. 10-4. Are you guessing? Oh,
I
fine.
said 10.6.
Oh, somebody was, I thought you guys were doing
Dude,
it.
what's up with your phone?
I said
Cody, you're not
10.6.
doing it?
I'm trying to do it sideways.
Here's my point, guys. And Brian, this is the point that Brian just made.
98.80.
98.80. So 265 puts you over 10 grand. Okay. Here's my point, guys. If they average about a 70% sales ratio and a 265 average order, then this is really how you get them to have a 10K push. And that's what Brian's saying. Right here. That's the effort. It's the effort.
So this part where it says, I wouldn't be doing my job, I didn't let you know that being the 10K Alliance would be the most amazing experience, one of the greatest accomplishments of your career. And I would add this, and I would say, and you know what, Cody? And even of your life. Of your life. But it's going to take commitment. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be times that you want to quit. There will be adversity. But I'm going to tell you right now, $10,000 in 18 days is nothing. It's really easy. It's an average of $600 a day, which is why we have so many reps who sell $15,000 and $20,000 or more for the push. We'll have a lot of people on our alliance who are going for 15, 18, 20, 30,000. I mean, we'll have a couple reps, people like Matt Warren and Theo and Justin Ford probably gone in for 40 plus $1,000.
But Brian, these guys probably won't. So try to.
But the reason I like that is because you just talk about what we'll have reps in our division who, because it makes 10K seem so much smaller.
There you go.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So you talk about how it's easy so that they feel like they can do it. They want to be a part of it. Is everybody with me on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you walk through the experience. So we meet every morning as an alliance, and I'll tell you, Cody, we meet early. And I'll tell you right now, early to me and early to you, those are totally different things. What's early to you?
8.
Yeah, what's early to me?
Like 8.
No, I'm in the gym by 6 a.m. So, early to me is like 4:30. Now, we don't meet at 4:30. We meet at 6 a.m. in the morning. Monday through Friday, we'll have a 6 a.m. morning meeting. We'll do a breakfast. We'll do some instruction. We'll motivate and inspire the hell out of you every single morning. And then we'll make phone calls until you head to your first appointment of the day. Okay? So, I'm kidding, by the way. We don't do it at 6 a.m. We start at 7. So.
You're going to start at 7?
No, I'm doing 7. Actually, we don't do it at 6 a.m. We start at 7:30. I'm doing 7:30. So, but you hold on to that 6 a.m.
Yeah. Just like
for a while.
On the recommendations.
Exactly. So they think it's 6 a.m. And then you tell them 7:30, they're like, oh, that's...
Yeah, no problem.
Whatever. Does that make sense? For these 18 days, and this says 16, so make sure they're saying 18. For these 18 days, Cody, you're gonna be in one of 3 places, either on a demo, in the office, or in your bed sleeping. You should have one of 4 things in your hand: a pen writing an order form, a blue book doing a demo, a steering wheel driving to a demo, or a phone making a phone call to schedule a demo. I mean, it's a full-out commitment. I'm going to tell you, you're going to have 3 types of days. You're going to have awesome days, crappy days, and you're going to have average days. That's just how it goes. Law of the thirds. So according to your experience, it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. It's going to be lots of ups and lots and downs. And the 10K line, and then you go through all that, right? And the 10K Alliance is something that's extremely special. It's not for everyone. Otherwise, I'd be meeting with everyone, but I'm not. I'm meeting with you. because I want to coach you to success. I like you. I believe in you. I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate with you as SC2 and at our Conference of Champions. You know, and I want you to be impacted, and I want your life to change. I want you to really experience what it is I got out of this job, and I want to be able to personally coach and mentor you through this process. And I take this really seriously, and I want people who are all in. You know, I don't want people who just are signing up because they think it's cool. I want people who are committed to doing big things and kicking ass and taking names and breaking records. So in order to gauge your excitement and your interest, you know. With 1 being, you know, Bryan, I don't really care about the push or being on the alliance, and 10 being, you know, dude, I'm committed. I want to go big. I want to do big things. I want to be a part of this. Where would you say that you fall? Now, if you nailed this, guess what they're going to say?
10.
They're going to say a 10. If they say an 8 or 9, you know what you need to do?
We're holding you back, or are we?
Tell me why. You know, that's okay. Tell me why are you? What's keeping you from being a 10? And you know what it probably is?
Schedule.
That they're out of town for some of it. And hey, Cody, listen, dude. Other than the schedule, what is there anything else? Okay, don't worry about it, dude. It's 18 days. I mean, I've had reps do it in 11. I've had reps do it in 7. I've had reps have a 10K push in 7 days of the 18 because they were out of town with their families for a 12-day vacation during part of it. Don't worry about it. Are you excited about changing your life? Are you excited about being part of this? Don't worry about the schedule. I can help you map that out. Trust me. I've never seen a schedule where someone has the desire. I've never seen a schedule that we haven't been able to put together where they can sell 10 grand. It's not that hard. And then you re-ask.
Yep.
And then they say what?
10.
You say, okay, well, in that case, what I'm going to have you do is I'm having everyone on our line sign this contract. This is a contract of your commitment to me, to yourself, to your team. And then you walk through it. Go over the phone jams, boom, 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 boom. Saying if you're in, go ahead and sign a date for me. Welcome to the alliance.
So you sign them up on the spot?
Yep. I don't like to think about it at all.
Why not?
It gives them too much time to get cold, too much time to get talked out of it. I want them committed. That's the reason. That's the reason we do this PC. Now, maybe 1 or 2, like I want to talk to my mom and dad. I want to do whatever. But if you nail this, you're not going to have that. You need to nail this. That's why you have to nail it. By the way, this is a solid 45 minutes. You know that this takes. No shit.
Well, I don't think I've ever had anybody really say no. It's not like people are going to say no. They're not. I mean, if you're meeting with them, they're someone sure enough to do it. So you're not going to get a lot of pullback from them. They're not going to fight you too much on it. You still have to do a good job. But
by the way, I'm doing 2 different alliances. This is something you guys should do too, Cody. We're doing a 10K alliance that I'm running. We're doing a 5K alliance that Hayes is running. That's what we did in the last couple summers. 10K alliance comes in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5K alliance comes in Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Or you could just pick another 2 days too.
Or you do...
Because I got a couple kids in school that...
Maybe you do Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Kind of like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday to line up a big weekend. Because they're already going to be in there on Wednesday. So 5K alliance Monday, that's what part we're going to do. 5K alliance Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Because that's like $400 a day. So everyone on your team should be on one of 2 alliances. 10K alliance or 5K alliance. And you know the key, by the way, is to get them to sign up for the push immediately. Or sign up for the conference immediately. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about signing up for the conference while I'm sitting right there. I'm going to say, by the way, SC2 is what it culminates with, is with the conference at the end. SC2 is in Atlanta, whole division. I'm going to quote the price right there. I'm going to act like it's no big deal. I'm saying, hey, we should go ahead and sign you up. You know, you actually end up going for free. Table knives, boom, 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 boom. I'm going to talk about that during the PC. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to try to have them signed up for SC2 right then, right there.
So they start getting the charges too?
Yeah, I'm going to say, hey, we can put it on your convention statement, break it over a couple weeks.
And
if your parents end up if you want to end up getting your parents to write you a check, that's what I just had my mom write me a check for. I said, Mom, this conference, blah, 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 blah. She said, yeah, no problem. If your parents are cool with paying for it, a lot of people's parents are, like a field trip, then have them write a check for it, and then you just turn the check in, and we reverse the charges on your commission account. Or you sell the table knives as a sponsor, and here's how this works, blah, blah, blah. And so you talk about how it ends up being free for them to go. But I like doing that in the PC after they've committed, because part of being on the alliance is being at the conference, right? Our alliance is going to be at the meetings. They're going to be at the phone jams. They're going to be at the conference. Blah, blah, blah. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then what you need to do is you need to set up a follow-up PC time or maybe a group setting boot camp type time.
Yeah. Go over
check
9, 10, and
9, 10, and 21.
we should do that like as a literally like a Thursday from 5 to 9 where you like we do right before January where you just get 9 and 10 down, you get your attack list, and you just go ahead and start jamming.
Yep.
When'd you say you're gonna do that? Boot camp.
Would you have them come in an hour early from that phone jam from 9 to 12? Have them come in at like 8:15? Has everybody had it done? Awesome. If not, you need to come in, get all that done, and then jam.
Maybe you do
You
it.
send it as an assignment after you're done with the. Hey, we'll see how.
Maybe you do it early on Sunday.
The same
of
Sunday as
the
the-
phone jam.
Typically, you always made us have that done like well before that.
Yeah, I would want to do it like that Thursday, so that way you make sure they get momentum and get
Here's the problem,
recommendations.
guys. Here's the problem with this.